I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Neuroshima Convoy, an asymmetric two-player strategy games, card game. You've got these districts in cities that you're trying to blow up if you're the Molochs. And if you're the humans, you're trying to stop them from getting all the way to New York. So if you're the Molochs, if you get to the end of the 5th district and you still have a Moloch on the table or like cards in your deck, you can win that way. Whereas the humans need to have depleted your deck and killed all your dudes. So this is in the world of Neuroshima Hex, which I've never played, so I don't know how it compares or if it's like really thematic or whatnot. But so far, the Neuroshima Convoy is the only one we've played in that world that I know of. Let's go to simplicity versus complexity.
This game is simple. It tells you how many things you can play, and by things I mean, for the humans, it's soldiers or
buildings.
Is it buildings, not bases? And then for the Molochs, the robots or buildings as well. And that's how many you can play.
They have buildings.
They don't have any buildings?
I don't think so.
Okay, so just a number of robots then you can play as the Molochs. And you just play whatever you can on your turn, and there's instants that are like actions you just take right away. There's a tiny bit of timing in that the Molochs go and play their robots. The humans play everything they want to play, and the Molochs can play things to add to their robots.
Modules.
They're called modules in response to what the humans have done. And that's about it. And then you see what the total is, and you see who wins that city, and then the person gets a bonus for having won that city, and you move on, and the same thing happens. And you can play your cards in other cities that haven't happened yet, and so that is another thing too, but pretty simple.
This is essentially 2 decks. You've got like the Moloch deck, the human deck, and there's like, there's some tokens you use and whatnot, but it's a 26-page rule book. Now, when I say 26 pages, look how small the rule book is. So if you use full size, it'd be a lot less. But I felt like it was a little complex for me when I first learned how to play, just reading through and then trying to play and then reading the rule book again. But I am pretty confident that you can get it you'll be competitive on your second play. I'm confident that just anyone watching this video would be able to play it once and be like, okay, I get it now. I know what to do now. So there's some complexity, but I think it's simple enough that it's graspable. Luck versus strategy.
It's an imbalanced game, very much so. The Molochs are huge, humans are not. So you have to play to their strategies and strengths, which they do have because both have won when we've played. And so this most recent time we played, had the worst of luck, and I pretty much lost these first 2 whole districts, cities. I was done for, and I was like, well. But I played to the strategy of not playing too many cards there, because I knew I didn't have much to win. I just tried to get him to get rid of some things in his deck, and then I came back strong, and I actually won. So I felt very unlucky, and I was like, I lost, whatever, this whole game. But I still played, because I was like, maybe I'll win. And I did. So I definitely think there's a good amount of strategy if you stick with a strategy that your deck has the strength of. If that makes sense. That sentence didn't make sense.
Play to your strengths.
That's what yes.
So
My bad.
The thing about this game is I felt like I was always doing poorly until something clicked for me, and that strategy is that you have to realize what your end goal is and play to that end goal all the time. The reason Molly won last game is she played to the end goal of depleting my deck, and she did. And it was gone. And by the time I had a pretty good show on the board, and I had to show strength, and I could do a lot of good things. But at the end of the game, she accomplished her goal, and I did not. That sounds obvious, but you can get stuck because you'll be like, I've got to win these battles. I can win if I put down one more card. But is it as important to win that battle, or is it more important to save that card for a future battle where it's going to be more decisive? And that's how you're going to feel the whole time. There is a lot of luck in this game. You're drawing cards. It's random. There's just any amount of things can happen. There's no dice or anything, but like you don't know. When Molly discarded cards from the top of my deck, one of them was the biggest card I had. It was a 5 strength guy, and so like that was really unlucky. But there is so much strategy to balance that in this game. I really think this is a good balance. Fun versus boring. I think this game is pretty fun. I like how it's asymmetrical. It feels a little bit like Star Wars to me, the scrappy rebellion and the mighty juggernaut of the Empire. Like, we've got our tiny little snub fighters versus the huge capital ships, and that's not anything like that here. There's no ships or snub fighters, but that's how it feels, like these really scrappy guys that have to work together versus these hulking monoliths. It's a cool theme, it's a fun game, and I think I've enjoyed it pretty much every time I played.
I don't enjoy it as much as Tom, but it is a cool aspect. I'm not the best at 2-player skirmish fighting type games in general, and they're not my favorite types. This one was okay. It was quick enough, and I mean, the strategy is there. Like Tom said, I was a scrappy human that I had to fight back, and I had to figure out how I was going to beat these huge things, and I did. But I mean, I've lost way more than I've won, so there's that. BGG rating, I would probably go with a 5.
I'd give it a 7. I think this is a solid, dependable game.
Yeah. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now on YouTube.
It could be you that wins.
Neuroshima Convoy. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.
You didn't point.
I thought that was intentional. I thought that through. I thought I was getting into a rut. They don't want to see me in a rut.
You don't need Tom pointing anymore.
Maybe next time. I pointed at the beginning.